Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend, so we're going to say both. Saturday, April the 30th, National Adopt a Sheltered Pet Day, National Bubble Tea Day, National Bugs Bunny Day, National Hairstylist Appreciation Day, National Honesty Day, National Military Brats Day, Oatmeal Cookie Day, Prepare-a-thon Day, National Raisin Day, Scardosis Day, Kiss of Hope Day, Pool Opening Day, National Rebuilding Day, and National Sense of Smell Day. May the 1st, Sunday, Law Day, May Day, National Chocolate Parfait Day, National Loyalty Day, National Mother Goose Day, School Principals Day, Silver Star Service Banner Day, National Infertility Survival Day, and National Lemonade Day. All of those things happening this weekend. And in addition to that, I've got a guest joining me. Natasha Leggero is my guest. She's got a new program on TBS called Rat in the Kitchen. It sounds like a ton of fun. Going to chat with her all about that coming up in a little while.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you're taking part in this intermittent fasting trend to lose weight, according to this, they say you could probably just go grab a sandwich now. According to a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, they found that the time-restricted eating, where participants only allow themselves food in a certain window, sometimes as little as 6 hours per day, is no more effective than traditional calorie counting, according to research. Researchers found they followed 139 patients with obesity for 12 months. One group was put on time-restricted eating with calorie restrictions. The other was put on just a restricted calorie diet. Both groups lost an average of 14 to 18 pounds. Okay. There's also barely any difference in BMI, the body mass index, waist circumference, body fat, or metabolic risk factors. They're going, there was not really a difference if you're doing it just during this certain time and then not eating for a certain time. But if that's what works for you, I would say if it's working for you,
if you're losing, keep doing it.
Yeah, do what works for you. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know the European Parliament has approved plans to require mobile phone companies to use the same chargers for their products? Under the plan, which could be effective by 2026, companies would be required to adopt the USB-C ports on all devices, allowing for more interoperability? Is that how you say that?
That's really nice, actually.
And healthier competition between brands, as well as cutting waste. The rule would not only apply to countries within the European Union. It would only apply to them. But given the impact, it would have product lines all over that would probably do it. They'd expect that in other countries.
I think it's an
if they
excellent
want to
idea.
Conform, if they all want to be in the same place. This USB-C is the one that's on our phone, right?
Yes.
It's where you can plug it in either way.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that because in the past I would plug my phone in the dark, and every time I'd do it backwards. I'm like, darn it, I did it wrong again, darn it. And then we got these new phones, and I didn't realize they were reversible. And I was like 10 days in a row, I'm like, hey, oh my God,
I'm really good at this.
And you're like, yeah, you can do it either way. I'm like, you cannot. And I unplugged it and plugged it in the other way, and then I just went to bed and didn't say nothing. He's like, okay, well, I didn't know that. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Jeopardy has a brand new winner on the books. 23-year-old Matea Roach scored her 14th win earning a spot among top contestants last week on the long-running game show. Took home $34,000 during the episode to bring her prize to $320,081.
Nice.
Toronto-based Tudor cemented her position in the Jeopardy record books by becoming 8th on the all-time consecutive games list, 10th on the all-time highest non-tournament cash wins, and across her 14 games, she answered 93% of her clues correctly. So that's pretty cool. And she's 23, by the way.
Very
I don't
cool.
know if she's single, but that's like right in the right age group for our son. Wink, wink. In the new comedy, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Nicolas Cage plays a fictionalized version of himself. And it's really kind of funny.
I've always liked him.
They say this role could put him back on the map. I thought he was always on the map. As a result, he's not the most attentive dad to his daughter in this, but in an interview with People magazine, he said that in real life, he's always put his work second to his family.
I think that's
He
lovely.
said, I turned down roles in Lord of the Rings and The Matrix and all kinds of things that would have been great for his career,
Right.
but not great for his family. So for that, I say kudos to
Good
you,
for you.
Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
Kudos to you. Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I've got the entire scoop today going to this one thing. This I thought was pretty interesting. It was posted online. How to properly mow your lawn for best results.
Okay.
I didn't know there was more than one way.
I didn't know there was
Start
either.
the mower and mow. That's how I've always done it. Okay, here's number one. Set your mower on high. They say only cut the top third of the blades. Longer grass can grow and support more roots and develop a deeper root system. It's also softer to walk on. Here's the thing. I cut mine as low as I can so I don't have to mow it as much.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're saying cut it high. Don't cut it low. Next, mow a dry lawn. Wet grass can clog the mower, and it can also give you an uneven trim. The best time to mow, they say, is early evening, as long as it hasn't rained. Then they also say if it's not too hot, because that stresses the lawn. Okay? Vary your mowing pattern. Go in different directions every time. Oh, that's tough for me because I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
They say this avoids making ruts in the lawn, and grass will stand up nicer and taller and will be mowed if you do it properly, if you do it from different directions.
Okay.
Next thing they say, do not mow on a schedule. Mow as often as needed, but sticking to a schedule like every Saturday or whatever, it doesn't take into account that grass grows rapidly sometimes and not as rapid in other times.
Okay.
They say leave clippings on the lawn. They break down quickly and return beneficial nutrients to the soil. So they say if you mow often enough, the clippings are tiny. So there you go. Why are you pointing at me, Heidi? Because I want to bag the lawn.
He
and she's
always
like, no,
wants to
don't.
bag the
We're not
lawn. I'm
doing
like,
that.
no, leave
So
them.
she keeps getting lawnmowers that don't have a bag. I'm like,
I don't like
pretty sure this
them.
came with a bag. She's like, no, there's no bag. And I see sticking out of the dumpster a bag poking up. And a final thing on here, and I've got this whole list on our page as well. Keep your mower blades sharp. They say dull blades tear the grass instead of cutting them.
Just like a razor.
Ragged brown edges is what will result from that. Over time, it'll cause the grass to weaken, making it more susceptible to disease, insect damage, and other stresses like heat and drought. An annual mower tune-up and sharpening should do the trick. That is how to properly mow your lawn, because I thought somebody probably needed to know that, because I saw it online and I stopped and read the whole thing. That's your scoop of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our guest today is comedian and actress Natasha Leggero. She's been in a bunch of fun movies like The Do-Over, Let's Be Cops, Another Period, He's Just Not That Into You, and a big long list of more, and other fun shows as well. And now she's got a new TV program that's on TBS. It's called Rat in the Kitchen. Natasha, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm excited to visit with you. You're known for stand-up comedy, you're known for movies, and now you got this really fun TV show on TBS, Rat in the Kitchen. And I'm trying to think of how you describe it. It's almost like a cooking competition, but it's kind of like a game show as well. Is that how you describe it?
Well, it's not quite a game show yet. I'd say it's like part cooking competition, part whodunit, almost like in the vein of Clue or Knives Out. And basically what happens is, well, it's hosted by me and Chef Ludo, who is this world-renowned Michelin star chef. I was already a huge fan of his restaurants. He's got like 4 restaurants. I had been to the ones in L.A. And basically, each episode is like a totally different cast. Well, me and Ludo are still there. And they take, I think it's like 6 or 7 chefs. And they're ranging from home cooks to, professional chefs who own their own restaurants. And the chefs have to work together through all of these various, like, food challenges and competitions to make these meals that will impress me and Ludo, and then we end up tasting the food. But what people don't know is that, well, they know there's a rat, but they don't know who it is. So they're all working together trying to figure out who is the rat. And the night before the rat's been chosen, Ludo and I don't know. And the rat is there to sabotage the dishes. So this person is, like, secretly trying to, like, mess up every dish that is being presented to Ludo. And if the dishes are disgusting, the rat wins that round, and then they get the money in the bank. And if the dishes are amazing, the rat was unsuccessful, and the team gets the money. So it kind of continues on like that. But it's really fun to, first of all, see what they come up with, but then also try to figure out who the rat is, which I really had a hard time figuring out. I mean, the rats were so good this season.
I think this is a really fun idea for a program. And I got to tell you, I took a home economics class in high school. I did not mean to be the rat in the kitchen, but instead of baking powder biscuits like we were supposed to do, we did baking soda biscuits. And I got to tell you, they did not turn out at all.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
Now, again, your program is called Rat in the Kitchen. It's on TBS. It just came out. How long in advance do you guys have to film a show like this? Have you been working on this for quite a while now?
Well, we filmed this season in Atlanta during lockdown. So they are all filmed. And, it was kind of fun to just go away for a couple months and just concentrate on this. And, people were in the hotel. We were all in hotels and, just coming every day to shoot these. It was really fun.
It looks like a really fun idea. Now, you're known, like I said before, for stand-up comedy, also known for some amazing movies, and now you got this fun program on TBS television, Rat in the Kitchen. So if you had to pick one of those, they're all completely different. Is there one of those things that you would say you like the very most?
I'll tell you what I don't like is writing a book, because I just finished that, and that was, like, impossible. It was so challenging. I would say, like, hosting is very fun. You really get to be yourself. And one of the reasons why I signed on to this show is because they were like, we want it to be funny. We want you to tell jokes. We want you to roast the people and the food and make fun of them a little bit. So anytime I get to be myself and I'm not, censored, that's my favorite. So hopefully people love this and they're not too offended by my jokes. And
I think the show looks like a blast. Again, it's called Rat in the Kitchen. It's on TBS. It's a brand new program there. Now, you mentioned a moment ago a new book. Is the new book out right now, or when will we be able to find that?
My book is called The World Deserves My Children, but it will not be out until November. So maybe I'll come back on your show to promote it.
I love that. That's a good plan. Natasha, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Again, our guest today, Natasha Leggero, and her new program is on TBS. It just literally started Thursday, the 31st of March. It is called Rat in the Kitchen. I'm going to throw a link to that so you can find the trailer and you can find all the information. We'll put that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ingesting too much nutmeg can be toxic. 2 to 3 teaspoons of raw nutmeg can induce hallucinations, convulsions, pain, nausea, and paranoia that could last for several days.
Yikes.
So do not do the nutmeg challenge. It's a bad idea. It could kill you. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Men and women who listen to similar music tend to be better communicators and have long-lasting relationships. Hey, that's why we get along so well. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
According to a poll, doctors and lawyers are the worst tippers. Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A part of your brain is devoted solely to sneezing. So there's a part that only gets to sneeze. When you're done sneezing, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go back to resting now. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
TV Guide's 2009 pick for the worst show of all time, The Jerry Springer Show.
Oh.
I'd probably agree with that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The man who wrote Dracula, Bram Stoker, had never, ever been to Transylvania. And our final fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
Dogs who bark a lot can get laryngitis. And if you're their neighbor, you're praying that they do. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile Question of the Day, brought to you by mintervention.com. The question today, almost 40% of people agree that this instantly makes somebody more attractive. What is it? 40% of people agree that this, wearing this, I'll even say.
Oh, wearing this.
I'll even say that. Wearing this makes you more attractive. What do you think it is?
Oh, gosh.
La, na, na, na,
A supportive bra.
Incorrect. The answer, almost 40% of people agree that wearing sunglasses makes somebody more attractive. Sunglasses, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen people walking around without supportive bras, and I'm going to have to say
I'm not saying that maybe
that my answer was correct.
Maybe 99% said that, but 40% agree that sunglasses make you look better. I think a lot of it depends on the sunglasses, too, but that's just me. This is your Mint Mobile Question of the Day. Comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. These are all real airlines that actually existed. Pet Airways in 2009 was dedicated to just traveling passengers that were cats and dogs.
Oh.
They did not last long. The Lord's Airline, no alcohol on board, Bibles instead of in-flight magazines. This was back in 1985. It was a true airline.
Okay.
In 1987, they went out of business. Smokers Express. It was after they banned smoking. Somebody said, "Hey, let's have a flight that's only for people who smoke." 1990, and they did this, and they had 5,000 memberships, but then it just went up in a puff of smoke.
I don't know how I've never heard of some of these.
MGM Grand Air, 1987. That was the first class only super luxury airline. Only 33 passengers per plane. And then the last one on the list, Hooters Air. Yep. Modeled after the Hooters restaurant, they had their own airline for a very short while. So I was going to make this my list. I decided this is probably better to be weird news. So you kind of get two lists today. We'll have a list before you know it. But this is Weird News brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, this was sent to me over a month ago, and I feel ashamed that it's taken me this long to get to it because it really is funny, and I apologize to the young man who sent this to me, but I have a list of why-is-its. Why-is-its. Why is it?
Okay.
Why is it there a special name for the tops of your feet? Why is it there isn't a special name? Another one. Why is it so many animals are named after cars? I think the cars are named after the animals, actually.
Yeah.
Why is it fluffy kittens are often used in toilet paper ads? Are they saying you run out, you can use the cat? Why is it the middle of the night comes after the end of the night? That is true. At the end of the night, then you get into the middle of the night. That doesn't make sense. Why is it no one has ever measured the speed of dark? We're always talking about the speed of light.
Yeah, how come that gets all the
I don't know.
attention?
And our final thing on the list, why is it you can wear a bikini in public, but you can't just wear underwear? Very good questions. I don't have the answer to any of them, but that is the list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I absolutely love this quote. I love this guy and I love this show. It comes from a TV program called The Office. And Stanley Hudson is the character. Stanley says, "Life is short. Drive fast and leave a sexy corpse. That's one of my mottos." I think that's really funny. But, you know, at the end of the day, be safe out there. I'm just going to, because you don't want to do that. Probably a bad motto to live by. It is your quote of the day. If you come across a quote that makes you smile and you think, hey, this would be kind of fun to hear these guys say on this little program, you can submit it to us. Chances are we'll probably read it.
Most likely.
I can tell you this. I haven't not read one yet. Every once in a while, it might take a while for me to get to it, but if you submit it, I'll do my very best. You can find a place at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. And I think this is really kind of an interesting concept. Here's the headline. Man overcomes addiction, homelessness, and opens little barbershop of horrors. So this is in Victoria, British Columbia.
Little barbershop of
Well,
horrors.
you'll understand here. He's opened his own barbershop, and he called it Little Barbershop of Horrors, named after the musical that he loved as a kid, Little Shop of Horrors. And the guy's name is Daryl Bidner. He dropped out of high school. He struggled with addiction, eventually experienced homelessness. He tried to get healthy for years, but nothing seemed to work. Then one night, on a whim, he decided to get a tattoo. He said, I came home, and I didn't use that night. So he didn't do drugs that night.
Okay.
He said, I felt great. I was stoked to look in the mirror at the new tattoo. Started getting new ink every couple of days. By the time he got into his 40th tattoo, he said he stopped using drugs completely. Some people need Narcotics Anonymous. Some people need Alcoholics Anonymous. Daryl says tattoos worked really well for me. I love that.
Okay.
I've got a friend that said that he did the same with something similar. He goes, I get tattoos. Now I can't afford to drink. So he quit drinking and he's like, oh, my money goes to tattoos. I can't afford to drink. He said he was able to motivate himself then to go back to school. And when he did, he decided he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to open his own little shop. and it's a barbershop. He named it Little Barbershop of Horrors. And on the screens on the wall and all around they got all kinds of stuff from the 1986 movie Little Shop of Horrors. He said, becoming a barber has been a life-changing experience. Becoming a barber changed my life completely. It's the best thing I've ever done. He said, I'm trying to keep growing and trying to be the best person I can be. There's a video. There's all kinds of photos and stuff in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.